Greetings, Leslie. Good day, and welcome, my friend who's struggling to choose a name for themselves. What's up? Greetings, friends. How is it going? Whoop whoop whoop. Can you hear me? Do do do. Are we getting any love on the microphone front? Just checking that they're all working. That we're getting some sound, some volume. Okay, sweet. I'm being heard. Thank you so much. Ah, yes, Spider-Ham, greetings. Leslie, greetings again. Okay, friends, well, welcome to the stream. I think, yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get stuck in with Grove Zero Tower Defense version 1.2. But yes, thank you so much for being here. Good to have the squad, good to have some folks joining me for the stream. It's very casual, it's very low-key. Just wanting to hang out and show you some of the new things that I've been working on. If we have some time at the end and people are keen, I can show them some of the things that are in the works. And but let's get stuck in. So the first thing you might notice is that there's a new sort of background for Grove Zero. I originally had it was just like the black background, and then you had the 4 elements and then the shadow at the bottom. But I thought for this new version, I'd go for a sort of a new, little bit more like over the top, really demonstrating the powers of the elements and the towers there at the bottom. It's a little bit busy, but I thought like, hey, I wanna try and go a little bit extra. It's lit. Okay, thanks, Leslie. I appreciate that, Brie. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I've also got the little pigeon off on the left there with a little question mark above his head. You know what I mean? Yeah, mates, I feel you. Hey, logic is hard. Hey, logic is tricky. Leslie, thanks. Hey, yeah, I wanted to really demonstrate that sort of system of, the 4 elements, and they each have their own color palettes and all these things, and just try something sort of, elemental, not only in the natural sense, but like elemental. But now I'm getting a little bit funky. But yes, logic is hard. Logic is tough. It's taken me a long time to get anywhere with it. And but if you suck at logic, it's all good. That's what the tutorials are for. Whoop whoop. Okay, cool. But yes. So some of the new sort of things that we've got. I think we'll start off with the old main menu, so not too many changes here. I think one thing I'll quickly do on the technical side is maybe just reduce the old music volume so that I'm not competing. Alrighty, so I think I'll put this down to 5. Maybe I'll reduce the sound effects a little bit as well, and I think the rest will be good. Okay, sweet friends. So here we have the old main menu, the classic. It's still got a very like kind of chill painting, you know, with the little towers and the little portal. I'm kind of like, you know, keep it minimalist, keep it pretty chill, and let the gameplay speak for itself, you know. Or I'm saying that, but here I am talking a lot of trash. Anyway, so no new modes with this update, unfortunately. I am working on a new mode called Challenge Mode, where it'll be sort of like small missions where you'll kind of do like, for example, like 5 waves at a time, and I'm kind of making them really difficult. So it's kind of, if you beat it, it's like a big deal, and there'll be sort of scoreboards for the people who do it the fastest or whoever get the highest score, those sorts of things. But that's very much in the works at the moment. That's like some version 1.3 vibes. But yes. In the compendium, the cool thing of this update, which is one of the main features, is the trophies. I recently found out how to do trophies just by experimenting with stuff. I made a tutorial about it. The tutorial's quite basic. This one's a little bit more in depth. yes, thank you, Spider-Ham. Wave 7 of the defense game. So much love to Spider-Ham for putting a bit of a shout out to a game I worked on with Vince Cully called Ways of War Bloodline, which is kind of got like tower defensey vibes. You're like, it's a grandfather, a father, and a son. They're like a bunch of archers, and they're sort of defending against like all these waves of this army sent by the Arch King, which is voiced by my dude Vince Cully. Okay, nice. Thanks for checking out the tutorials. Hey. But yeah, Ways of War Bloodline, also a game I worked on with Vince Cully. He did the music, and it's like amazing, and it's a great game, so devs check that out. But yeah, Wave 7, or like the 7th sort of day, or the 7th siege, is like super difficult. And I think I might need to update that and make it a little bit more balanced, because it's really tough, as Spider-Ham can attest. But yes, so here we have our trophies. There's a bunch of different trophies, and we'll actually probably unlock some as we play through today. But yes, so we've got like the top row are kind of like win condition trophies. So when you sort of beat the game, you'll get these various trophies and all these sorts of things. Matthew, what's up? There's certainly pigeons in this update. You know, it wouldn't be an update without the pigeons. You know, it just simply wouldn't be the same. And in fact, there's a Pigeon Trophy called Pigeons, and you have to defeat 250 pigeons. So, you know, it wouldn't be an update, as Matthew says, you know, as he's implying here, if there weren't pigeons. There's also like defeat certain amount of enemies, and you all get these trophies. And I wanted to make it authentic. I wanted to have it like pop up on your screen, you know what I mean? So like while you're playing, it'll be like cha-ching, and there'll be like a little trophy pop up that's like, you earned a new trophy. Because I just wanted to sort of copy the PlayStation vibes, you know. And just, yeah, give you a bit of a sense of achievement, because I feel like with Grove Zero, before, you could kind of play as a character and have a great time, play endless mode, and it's great. But now with the trophies, there's maybe a bit more of an incentive to collect them all, and, you know, play as all the different guys, because now you're going to get trophies at the end of the day, and you can be like, oh, look at me, I got these cool trophies, and, you know, tell, I don't know, your pet cat that you've earned them, and, you know, have a great time. I know I do. So yeah, I've also got some tower related ones, like build a certain amount of towers, defeat a snail, defeat bats, you know. And there's kind of some pop culture references in these things, you know, just a few jokes and gems and that sort of a thing. And if you get them all, you get Chickies Chosen, which is it's a cool trophy that's like all rainbowy and it all glows, and yeah, because you know, a platinum trophy's dope on the PlayStation, but it's a little bit tricky when, you know, silver and platinum kind of look the same. I see we've got 7 people in the stream. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, friends. I hope you're all good. And yeah, let me stop talking nonsense about all these various things. These are the kind of technical things. The technical side, yes, trophies, whoop whoop. So now, you know, all the completionists out there can have a great time. I think today our goal is going to be to beat some of the scores, But I actually looked at the scores and like, damn. Whoo! This might be a long stream, you know. I might struggle. Juliet, greetings. How you doing? Willie, what's up? Yeah. Oh, Leslie, enjoyed Chicky's Chosen. Oh, thanks, Brie. You know, I tried to just have it, because I feel like, you know, the little chicken, baby chicken is Jessica. What's up? Greetings. Whoop whoop whoop. The little chicken is cool, you know, and I made him sort of part of the grove, you know. Like if you read the little descriptions, there's like whatchamacallit, let's see, the towers, you know, it'll say stuff like, you know, for the arrow tower, the arrows were like fletched by the grove chick, you know what I mean? So I kind of just, you know, if you read into the lore, the background, there's just a little bit of there's a little bit of funny stuff like that. So yeah, the Chicky's chosen. That's for the elite folks. And I released the update about an hour ago. It's live, so if anyone has Dreams, I know it's, you know, you got to have a PS4 and Dreams, so it's a little bit tricky to reach. But otherwise, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stream and yeah. Also a little, if you see in the top right corner, I'm pointing now, but of course you can't see. There's like 5 little gems there, and whenever you beat the game with one of the characters, it like lights up. So on the far left you've got the brownish one, that's like the Earth's one, then it's Earth, Fire, Water, Air, and then Shadow. And as you beat them, those sort of light up, and it's really just like aesthetic little add-ons, because I feel like at this stage, when the sort of underlying gameplay is like pretty solid, it's kind of just about adding some bells and whistles and doing more things, you know what I mean? But that's very technical. It's very technical. Okay, sweet. So once again, let me look at the challenge that we've got to beat today. So the current champion is Novarox4, who left this ridiculous score of 691. So in other words, he defeated 691 pigeons. Matthew, no, unfortunately, you can't play as a Hardy-Dar. In story mode, a Hardy-Dar is the boss for level 5. And it's really tough. It was also tough on my vocal cords when I voiced the Hardy-Dar, you know, doing the like, ah, and all that sort of stuff. Novarox is in the chat. Greetings, mate. Greetings. Well, you set a crazy freaking score for us to beat today. So, wow, you know, it's gonna be a time. So that's wave 36. And Novarox just did a crazy job there. So we're going to have it really cut out for us. And before then, Kalopsiosh, I think that's how it's pronounced. But if not, please forgive me. They were the previous number 1. And actually, I made like a Grove Zero Tower Defense, like top 20 awards back in October. And they were at the number 1 position. And yeah, they were kicking butt at that stage. But yes, friends, I think without further ado, let's check out some story mode, endless mode. One of the things I did in story mode, because I felt like people were struggling a bit. It took you 2 days to do it, mates. I can believe it. But well done for grinding that hard, because those later waves, endless mode gets really intense. But yes, story mode. I want to ultimately add new characters into the game. I want to add some different elementals. I want to add a wood elemental and a metal elemental. Like, having new towers is dope. I added new towers in this update. Having new modes is dope. But having new characters is like, whoa! I've done a lot of work on the wood elemental so far. But the problem is that there's only so much thermo in, you know, or there's sort of specific limitations to how much you can add the Hardy-Dar elemental. I'll consider it. Hey, I'll consider it. You know, the struggle with adding in any new character is like one character will be between like 2 and 5%. Yeah, new character proposal. Lol. Yeah, it's like it takes a lot of the sort of the maximum capacity of the game, you know. It's kind of like, so your game can use 100% of the sort of gameplay thermo, and a character takes like 5%. Oh, Tristan and David, greetings, friends. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, so good to have you here. Thank you. Yeah, no, so it can be tricky to add more characters in. So what I did was I remade a lot of the enemies so that they were sort of, they required less of the game, you know, they were kind of a little bit more, Visa Hag, what's up, greetings, noise, good to have you here. Dark Prodigy, what's Gidge? Greetings, welcome to the spot, welcome to the stream, good to have you here. Yeah, so I wanted to make the enemies a little bit more like less intensive to the gameplay, because I know that especially base PS4s, I had some comments that were like, mate, this game is great, but I can't hear anything because my fan on my PS4 was basically like making it so loud I can't actually hear anything. So with this update, I sort of reduced the amount of sort of logic that goes into each enemy, because if you use sort of like a basic puppet, there's a lot of stuff that's actually going on there. So I actually made completely new characters from scratch. And yeah, greetings everyone. Van, what's up? Ooh, good to have you here. And yeah, friends, so it's really crazy putting these things together. And there was actually, I've got a bit of a story. I know I'm not playing right now. Oh yeah, you know, PS5 life, mate. It's not a problem. But there was a bit of a tragedy with Grove Zero Tower Defense, because this version 1.2 was actually it's been in the works for ages. Like, I made the towers, I think in like December, like the new towers, and I was like, cool. And I was in the middle of making my new enemies at one point, and I was making all the new enemies, and it was all cool and it was all great. But one of the problems was that in South Africa we've got this thing called load shedding. I'm quickly just going to go into endless mode so I can be running around while I'm talking smack. So in South Africa we've got load shedding. I know there's some South Africans in the chat. Shout out, fam. And basically load shedding is like a kind of like a blackout. It's like your power goes out for a certain amount of time in the day, and then it's like, okay, sweet. Yeah, and so basically what happened was, while I was working on the update, there was load shedding, and I lost like half the progress I'd made on version 1.2, which was like a real heartbreaker. And like I lost half the enemies I'd made like from scratch, and I was just like, no, and it kind of broke my soul a little bit, and I didn't pick up Grove Zero Tower Defense for like a long time. But then I was eventually like, no, you know, I've got these towers, I want to add in some new stuff like trophies and that. And yeah, I think I wanted to really just bring it back, because Grove Zero is something I really enjoyed making and still enjoy playing, and yeah, it's great. Alrighty, so what is this? Let me check out these comments here in a minute. The thing you used to get to the top was the YN thing. The YN thing? What do you mean by this? But also, friends, I just want to say, what element would you like me to play as to try and beat this score? So we've got a crazy score to beat. It's next level, so we're going to have to choose a great element. So if you're feeling keen to, you know, vote for whichever element you've got. We can't actually play as Shadow because you need to beat story mode once, and I've kind of reset my progress. But what we've got a vote for air. So we've got a vote for air. We've got a water in the beginning. Thank you, Catherine, for the water vote. Juliet's got the fire emoji. I must actually make a note. Okay, wait. Let me get a pen and paper. We've got a water from Matt. Okay. So we had a water, air, fire, and earth. No one's voted for earth yet. Okay, so wait. Oh no, I can't scroll back to the comments. Okay, wait. Okay, I can't do shadow, unfortunately. I think we've got 2 air. We've got, okay, another one for water. We had fire. How many fires did we have? Did we have 2 fires? No votes for earth. Guys, earth is my favorite element. Okay, there's another one for fire. Oh no, wait. Okay, Leslie's choosing shadow, but shadow's not an option, so okay, cool. So I mean, I should just, you know, go like use my hacks to, okay. Juliet, 4 of what? 4 fires? No, surely not. Okay, at the moment we've got 3 for water, 2 for air, 2 for fire. Shadow is pretty overpowered. Okay. Yes, Catherine, thanks to Matt for the water shoutouts, Team Water. Okay, what now, dude? 3 greetings. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We've got 4 votes for water. Okay, Juliet has voted for fire 4 times. I think Juliet will be disqualified. Leslie's got a vote for Earth. Okay, sweet. My favorite. I love Earth. Like, I feel like I'm an Earthbender. You know, if we go Avatar vibes, I really dig. You know, those sorts of vibes. All the rocks and like the rock walls and stuff. Water's dope. Water's got like a water Kamehameha. Willie, I am a Persona 5 fan and actually a Persona 4 fan. Persona is life. Yeah, Persona's great. Yeah, sorry, Juliet. I'll still count your vote, but yeah, you just can't make any future votes on fire, Juliet. Unfortunately, you're disqualified from voting again. How many times can we vote? Only once. Now there's now there's some confusion with the amount of votes. I guess you get 1 vote. At the moment we've got 4 votes for water. So unless, we get some, that's a total of, I've got a total of 8 votes. So 4 for water, 2 for air, 2 for fire, 1 for earth. Okay, 9 votes, sorry. Okay, sweet friends, I think long live fire, absolutely. Fire is dope. And I got such a sore throat voicing for the fire elemental, because every time he speaks, he's like, he's like very, grindy and stuff. Dark Prodigy, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no nepotism going on at all. But yes, friends, I think we're going to choose water.
Bro, I'm chill, but even I know that pigeons are the worst.
So I really dig the water elemental. I just dig the vibes. The accent is always fun to do. Like, totally, dudes. I think like I should just continue speaking like the water elemental for the rest of the stream, dudes. No, that's not gonna happen. I mean, maybe next time. Oh wait, I'm missing stuff. Okay, yes, Matthew, you back Dark Prodigy totally. Catherine says correct. So yeah, we're getting some lols from Jess. Jules isn't sure. Jules is salty, that's for sure, because she didn't get the fire elemental. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show off some of these moves. So the water guardian has water wave. I also want you to just appreciate the alignment of that move, because a little bit before this update they were a little bit skew, they're a little bit off. The portal looks rad. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. The water guardian's defensive move is flash flood, which is cool. It's kind of just like a water thing that slows down characters. It inflicts a cold effect. And then we have sorbet surf, which I really enjoy, and this also inflicts the slow or the cold status effect. As we know, in endless mode, this is an alternate future. Try to beat you. That's what we're all here for, mate. That's what we're all here for. Yes. So essentially, we now have an alternate future in endless mode. As we see, like, the grove is a little bit messed up. Some of the tower nodes are destroyed. There's some busted towers. In this future, there's just an endless amount of pigeons that you'll never hope to defeat. So you basically just try and set the best score you can before the pigeons eventually overrun you. There's a little bit of an Easter egg here. I added in a platforming section, and if you get to the top, you see it plays a little song there. I didn't do it very well, but there you go, friends. Yes. Okay, so we've also got Chicky's shop over here. Chicky's shop, we can upgrade the power of our attacks, or +1 life. Yes, Juliet, just like the UCT pigeons. In fact, that's where the inspiration came from. Got a little sign here, no pigeons allowed. And of course there's a pigeon on that very sign, because isn't that the truth? We've got little towers over here. I forget what I named them. I think this one's passion fruit, and this one's like evil eye. Yes, friends. Without further shenanigans, I think I'm going to start building my elite setup to try and beat Nova Rocks 4, who is in the chat, trying to beat their vibes. Semi Boy 909, greetings, friend. How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Okay. I think I'm going to be funky, and I'm going to put a cannon tower over here. So I just got my first trophy, my first tower. You see it popped up on the left. That's the kind of trophy vibe I was going for. Vince Cully, greetings. Greetings, Bree. I hope you're doing good. Good to have you here. Guys, much love to Vince Cully. We recently worked on a game together, Ways of War Bloodline. It's epic. Vince did the music. He's a legend. Def subscribe to him. He also makes tutorials and awesome dreams, and he's just amazing. So massive shout out to Vince. So here we have my new tower. I think I'm going to upgrade this dude. Put down, maybe a little arrow tower. And the new feature in this game is that you now can change the ammunition of your towers and make them into new towers. So at the moment I've got an upgraded cannon tower, and I can upgrade it with implosion rounds, which are the sort of purple little galaxy spinny like atom thingy, or I can give them watermelon rounds. I'm going to go for the watermelon rounds, of course. Shoot some watermelons and, you know, have a time. I think I'll also maybe put a few more towers down this way. Oh, thanks, Vince. Yeah. I wanted to add in like the building, because I feel like it's very authentic to like the tower defense games, you know, like the Warcraft 3 classic tower defense. You know, it takes some time, and that's what I wanted to add in this game. Yes, Leslie, for sure, Brie. Watermelons. You've got to add the watermelons. And I'm talking a lot of trash now because once it starts, it's gonna be hectic. So here we go. I think I'm gonna add in a few more arrows. I like to have like the arrow corridor of doom. You know what I mean? But let's go for it, friends. Wish me luck. Whoop whoop. Okay. So here we have our watermelon tower. So it shoots a watermelon, and then the watermelon, of course, breaks into several slices of watermelon, which then explode as well. So it's kind of like a cluster bomb, you know what I mean? But I wanted to give it a bit more of a fruity, I suppose, summery vibe, because I know that in the northern hemisphere, our northern hemisphere homies, it's getting pretty warm. How am I so good at making games? Oh, mate, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. And Catherine, you know, like the watermelons, they're great. I love watermelon. They're the best. Hacks facts, bro. What's good? Let the games begin. Welcome to the stream, my brie. Okay, so I got a new trophy, friends. Initiated. That's for getting a certain amount of enemy takedowns. And watermelon, yes, watermelon sugar buy. You know what I mean? I don't want to get my my channel demonetized by singing songs by any particular artists, but for sure. Okay, next up, I'm gonna upgrade my arrow tower. Okay, sweet. And with the arrow tower, we can have fire arrows or ice arrows. And as you may have ascertained, fire arrows will set enemies alight, and ice arrows will inflict the cold status effect on them. So that makes them slower, and that's super important with these pigeons, because they really start to come hard and fast. They're getting a little bit too far forward, if you ask me. Here comes the fire, yes, from Juliet. Scoot.
Speed boost.
Yes, so they just got a speed boost. If you look on the right, it now says enemy stats in the little red box. SPD, in other words speed, is 1.4 times. So they're now moving 40% faster, which is not fun. So I'm going to add a little windmill here. Whoa, and hopefully this will help us out a little bit. I must say that I nerfed the windmills in story mode because they were a little bit too powerful. But I didn't nerf them in endless mode, because endless mode is hard. Okay, time to use some moves. Wah! Pew, 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 pew. Get good. Okay, cool. They slowed down a bit. Oh, dang. I'm leaking already. I'm leaking like a rusty old ship. Okay, Willie, mates. You wanna make some games like this, and you wanting some tips? For sure, mates. Like with Grove Zero Tower Defense, I was kind of inspired by a bunch of different things, and I guess Splish Splash, dude. Yes, Dark Prodigy for sure, Brie. Don't worry, by the way, these guys are gonna get chomped by Passion Fruit and Evil Eye. The way that I sort of started off with making it was, I kind of just like really enjoyed tower defense games and wanted to make my own ones. And worked on it for like absolute months on end. And yeah, I guess in the sort of summarized version is there's no rush to release stuff like fast. Like I literally started working on Grove Zero when I like first got Dreams, and kind of just worked on it a little bit here, a little bit there, and eventually like a jam came along, and it was like an elements jam, and I was like, ooh, what if I make my tower defense, which at the time was called Time Warp Tower Defense? I'm like, oh, what if I make it like element themed? And I was like, that's cool, because then I can give the characters like a kind of like a vibe, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, so I'd say like work on what you enjoy, do some research into the things that you enjoy, you know, what are the core aspects of that gameplay, and then yeah, like do it bit by bit. Grove Zero was originally only story mode, and then I added in an endless mode because I was like, that's lots of fun. And yeah, you just keep adding stuff as you enjoy, mate. And yeah, you can check out my tutorials if you want to do specific stuff, but that's most of the stuff. I'm sorry, I'm missing comments here, mates. Looks like you find Kamehamehas. Yeah, dude, these Kamehamehas are strong, bro. I just got to slow these losers down because they're getting a little bit too far ahead for my liking. I think I'll throw down another cannon tower. Yes. I'm sorry if I missed any comments, friends. Be sure to comment again if I missed it. They got it's like Vince says, you know, they've got to have a vibe. You know what I mean? Like as you're making stuff, it's cool to like all the elements and stuff. You know, no pun intended when I say elements, but like all the working parts of your game can be super dope. But one thing that really sort of brings it together is when you've got like a vibe, or you've got like a particular theme that you're going for. Originally, like Time Warp Tower Defense, I was like, oh, you're going to get attacked by enemies, you know, in different eras of time. I put like Romans, you know, and then you'd get attacked by like pirates and like all this sort of stuff. And eventually I was just like, oh, okay, this is cool. Okay, friends, I'm going to build a lighthouse. I love the lighthouse tower. They set enemies alight, so you can have a time there for all those fire lovers in the stream. What is Dark Prodigy saying? Yeah, only OP because he doesn't have to charge it up and scream for a whole episode. That's very true, Dark Prodigy. I mean, I could go like like Kamehameha. Okay, yeah, it's very quick actually. But anyway. And then you get attacked by hippies. Exactly, you know. Modern day Karen is the final boss. You know, that's the thing. That was actually the original plan. Vince, how did you know, bro? Yeah, I know. I feel like you just, you know, you have some fun and you do what you enjoy. And yeah, there's a lot of grinding there. Trying to get things to work and you know, finding bugs. For example, there's a bug here right now. I can't actually upgrade this tower for some reason. But I've seen it appear, and then you just walk away and then it works again. So there you are. Modern day Karen's name, Susie. You know, whatever they might be called. You know, they whatever their opinions of dogs are. You know, if they like dogs, if they don't like dogs. You know, you could get dogs as enemies as well. You know, I mean, guys, it's crazy. Whoa. Yeah, Dark Prodigy is just referencing a story with some Karens who didn't like the barking of dogs. So you know they've got to live their best, you know. Actually, speaking of bugs, friends, there's another bug that I've noticed. I think, is there a bug? No, there isn't actually a bug. I think there might be a bug with the first trophy. Yeah. Okay, but I'm making mental notes for if there are any actual bugs. Dogs can't be enemies, Vince. I agree with you. I love dogs. I am a cat person, if I'm honest, but I love a good dog. I love a good dog. The Doges are most lovely indeed. What does the lighthouse do? Asks Leslie. Well, the lighthouse is kind of like a close range tower. So where this light sort of triangle-y dude is going, this like sort of light, it does damage and it sets enemies alight. So it sets them on fire. So it's kind of like, it's really good when you place it at these corners, because then you can sort of be getting multiple dudes at once. I'm just gonna pop my powers over here. Whoa! Try and slow down the old enemies. Activate kiddie pool. Whoa! They're under attack. Okay, I think I'll upgrade this little guy. So as you can see here, the lighthouse is setting these guys alight. If you look over here, so they get set alight. There's a little fire emoji above their head. Yes, indeedy. So there we are. So friends, at the moment we've got 177. 170. Okay, there's a dude getting past here. Some dude's getting here.
Cool off, bro.
Cool off, bro. Ah, there's one dude left. Ah! Hurry up, mates. Hurry up. Oh, friends, I'm not sure if you noticed, but another thing I did was I made a few, like, I gave the characters look a little bit battle damaged. So like Water Guardians, you know, he's a little bit dirty. His hammer's like busted. His hammer on his back. Like the Shadow Elemental is like missing an eye, and yeah, I think the Fire Guardian's got like he's got a hole in his hat, or yeah. So I'll leave you to check those out if you eventually check out the endless mode and see a few of those aesthetic changes I've made there.
This is my coolest move.
Detail, as Leslie says. Yes, mate, yes. It's all about the detail. Whoa. I think it's time to upgrade these towers too. Actually, no, I think what I must do is add another windmill. Let's go windmill. Cha-cha-ching. I think the windmill is going to be very important.
This is my coolest move.
Oh wow, that was the best Kamehameha in history. That was like a Krillin level Kamehameha. Ah, but that guy will get past. Yes, Vince, yeah. So Vince just asked about the fire logic or the fire debuff. Basically what happens is every arrow has like a tag on it, and like a fire tag or like a set a light tag. Every enemy has a trigger zone on them that detects the fire tag. So if they are under the lighthouse's beam, or they get hit by a fire arrow, or they get hit by the fire elementals like fire blasts, then it will trigger a timeline, and on that timeline it deals damage to them. It displays the little emoji above their heads, and yeah, so the fire one deals damage to them. It puts the emoji above their heads. The ice one slows their movement speed, and also shows the emoji. The stun or the dizzy status effect that's inflicted by like the Earth's like rock punch thing, his stone strike, and the air guardian's like whirlwind spin. That dizzy effect is it puts a rotator on the character, so basically they detect the dizzy tag, and then it plays a little timeline, and it whatchamacallit, it basically displays the emoji, and then it makes them spin around, or does that particular status effect. In endless mode, hey Game Escapes, greetings, welcome to the stream. Boop, boop, boop. In
health boost.
In endless mode for the pigeons, they have a thing called resistance. So they have speed, HP, and resistance, and those are all the things that get buffed. Like their health just got buffed, so now their health bar is blue instead of green. The way that resistance works is it speeds up. I can't actually remember how it did it, because when I figured it out, I was like, this is amazing. How did it even do this? But it basically makes it the playhead, basically, it changes the position of like where it ends. So instead of it lasting for 2 seconds, or let's say it lasted for 4 seconds. When it has a 25% reduction, then it'll only last for 3 seconds. When it has a 50% reduction, it'll only last for 50 seconds. I can't remember if I like speed up the timeline, or if it's or if I do some funky stuff with the playhead. I can't actually remember, but it's one of those things. Sorry for everyone who isn't so into the technical side. Sorry for that bit of a digression, but I thought I should answer some of the technical questions as well. And thanks for asking that, Vince. Yeah, so it's essentially every character, every little dude has a little piece of the debuff logic inside them. Ah, flip, look, these are actually getting close, my bro. Ooh, not today, pigeons. Okay, sweet. That guy looked like he was walking right through the ice. Have we got some more dudes here? Look at this guy, yo, he's taking it to the face, this guy. This pigeon deserves an award. And friends, we're only on wave 12. Best element toxic? Yeah, like poison vibes. I feel like I was thinking about like a poison character at one point, but I felt like the fire. I feel like fire is the like the damage over time vibe. So fire's kind of become the like toxic element. And yes. Hey, greetings. Is it a brain or a brain or sorry, not sure how to pronounce, but welcome to the stream. Welcome to it. Good to have you. What's it been saying? Very cool. Is the enemy health actually using health managers, or were you keeping their health in some way? Yes. So yeah. So I'm using health managers for their health. Nothing too fancy. I connected it to the percentage. And I think I use a keyframe for when it's different levels to increase their health by a certain amount, and change it as they keep growing. Oh no, Vince, for sure, bro. I enjoy the technical questions. All the technical questions are totally a vibe, and I'm glad to answer any questions at all. Ooh. But yes, so yeah, it's just a typical health manager, and nothing too fancy there. You're saved by the flippin' windmill tower. Okay, I think I'll add a little bit of a ice tower. Oh, there's a bit of a bug here. Ooh, dang, it's sapping my resources. Okay, so pigeons and monster trophy. Shwang. So yes. Samurai, greetings friend. How's it going? Hope you're well. Sand, hey? Sure. Sand elemental, that would be cool. That's like the cousin of the earth elemental. The cousin of the earth elemental and the air elemental, you know what I mean? Look at this guy. Yo, he's trying to make it up. There's me wasting a water wave. Yo, there's always like some tanky pigeons at the back who just have a tough time. Okay, I think I'm going to now check out a new tower. I think this one I'm going to make the Implosion Tower. The Implosion Tower is really good for like lockdown. Sand elemental avatar needs to be Gara. Who? Yeah, mate. For all those Naruto fans there, I also apologize for what my voice just did. I feel like sometimes when I read anime names, I just become very over the top. Yeah, Gara would be hectic, hey? I feel like I'd have to, if I did like a sand elemental, I'd have to give them, because doesn't Gara have like those like red face tattoo? You know, I'd have to have like a little bit of like subtle references. Or instead of a hammer, he carries that gourd dingus on it, that gourd thing on his back. I'm truly sorry to any like hardcore Naruto fans who know these things better than I. But yeah, no, I feel like that would be a vibe. So friends, here we've got the Implosion Tower, which is a vibe because what it does is it draws the enemies together. It sort of pulls them back, makes them a little bit more easy pickings for some of the other towers. Ooh, the tower! Oh wow, gosh, that hurts my brain. Every dream streamer. Let's check people's sent creations. Has no sent creations. Ah, yeah, it's tricky out here, hey, as creations. The lightning mates. My mate Samurai over here. Lightning elemental is something I was like properly considering, and I definitely feel like is on the cards. I was thinking like the lightning elemental because I was kind of like color schemes. What are we thinking? And I'm like maybe the lightning elemental would be like yellow, you know, like a bolt of lightning. Because I was kind of like, what would lightning be? Because we've kind of got like water's blue and fire's red, earth is brown and air is white. So I'm kind of like, okay, lightning is kind of like a bolt of lightning is kind of yellow. That's the vibe I was going for. Like I've got like little books where I've drawn like tons of ideas for different characters. The next two characters that I'm going to add to the game, maybe not simultaneously, but the next ones I'm planning to add are the wood elemental and the metal elemental. I mentioned the wood a little bit earlier. But yeah, the wood elemental I've actually got them as a working character. I've got the design and everything. I just haven't figured out their elemental movement. So you know every character has elemental movement. So for example, the Water Guardian has Sorbet Surf where he does like a little surfboard sort of a vibe. And like this, woo! And for the Earth Elemental, he does sort of like a roll. And for the Fire Dude, he makes a he does like little, you know, fire hand dash, and the air elemental just flies. But I don't know, and I'm very open to anyone's thoughts. I don't know what to do with the wood elemental's elemental movement. So if you guys want to brainstorm some ideas, I'm with you. Because I was kind of like, maybe I'd do like a vine swing, you know what I mean? Because the wood elemental is kind of naturey. Like a vine swing or like a root slide or some kind of tree thing. I haven't figured it out yet, and I'm very open to any ideas. Best ideas. Lighthouse has upgraded to turn off the lights of the pigeons don't know where to go. So basically get turn off the lights so they don't know where to go, they just get lost. I back you. So they just instantly, they're like, oh, where to go, and they're just permanently dizzy. I back you. Vine grapple easy. Spider Ham, you know that I'm struggling to make the grapple hook logic. I don't appreciate that, bro. How dare you? Yes, I've actually been speaking to Spider Ham about doing my own. Like, lots of people in the comments have been like, bro, can you make a grappling hook, bro? It would be so cool, bro. And I'm like, oh, for sure. Like, as soon as I figure out how myself, grappling hooks are super tricky. Oh, look at this. Yes, no. Slow them down. No. Get away, evil pigeons. Oh, my word. Yo, guys, I'm getting Shrek. They knocked over the no pigeon sign and everything. That's dookery. Yo. Okay, so Vine Grapple says Spider Ham. Thanks a lot. Vince Cully says a minigun that shoots splinters. Dang, that's crazy. I've actually got, I don't want to spoil, but for the wood elemental I've got like a bamboo barrage. So they do like a thing and then like a bunch of these bamboo like bits of bamboo sort of come out of the ground, not to spoil, and then their defensive move is very funky. I just want to quickly not die like a pleb here, so I'm just gonna, whoa. Where did all my money go? Oh, I just bought some towels, that's why. Or my energy, I should say. Catherine agrees with Vince. She agrees with Vince on this, the minigun splinters. So I'll look into that. Maybe I can. I've actually got some variation. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's cool. Yo, look at this squad of freaking monsters over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my word, guys, I'm gonna freaking die. Ah, my word. Ah. No, you freaking pigeons. Okay, this is our final stand. What have we got? We've got wrecked from Leslie. Oh, no. Okay, no, wait. We can do this. Mates, we've got this. You losers. How come they went right through the water? This game is so buggy. Who made this thing? Oh, my word. No. Oh. Okay. The pigeons. The freaking pigeons. Okay, I'm selling this tower. See you later, bro. I'm building a windmill here. I'm not messing around anymore. Flip, I need to build some cannon towers. Oh my gosh. These guys are so strong, man. What have we got here? Leslie says I'm wrecked. Vince is like, I've been sitting on a grapple hook video. Oh, Vince, bro, if you know how to do grapple hooks, bro, post that video, dude. I would love to learn how, because I've seen some people do it, but I just have no idea how to, like, if it's situated like in a specific spot, or like a customizable like hook that you can do from anywhere, or if it's like built into your character's logic that they just sort of do an animation. I'm not sure exactly what to go for. Oh my word, these pigeons. Yes, Juliet's right, they're freaking organizing these pigeons, mate. Matthew says lightning magenta. That's a lovely collection of words, Matt. I'm not sure what you mean by them. Okay, mates, this is it. This is where we die. No, to the death. We battle. I'm nowhere near the score. Oh, no. Oh, we defeated 250 pigeons, guys. So, friends, ultimately, my ass got kicked. Let me quickly check if I can. I'm just gonna go back to the main menu.
These pigeons will be stopped.
Here's the Earth Guardian, the OG, my fave. Bamboo Rage, bamboo. Oh, I see. Bamboo Barrage. Yes, bamboo Rage. I see you. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. It's different for different applications. Yes, like 2D or 3D, and with a specific surface, or if it's just a grapple hook. Yes, Vince, I feel you. It's like I feel like it would vary quite a bit. And that's why when people have been like, "Oh, just do a grapple hook," I've been like, "Oh, totally, dudes, for sure." Um, yes. So let's quickly check what score I just set. So scoreboard, my friends. Wow. Vince kicked my ass. Like by 100 freaking points. Thanks a lot, Vince. Jeez, bro. I'm 69th. Vince is 40th. Which is just, this was terrible. I'm like 200 points behind Novorox. So yeah, that's just crazy. We've got a comment here. Another idea, mode for the last boss should be the evil guy, but he is big and will destroy any towers that are in his way. So you have to... Yeah. I thought about like tower destroying stuff, but I feel like the way that I've designed the game and the way that I've balanced the game is kind of that like, if you destroy towers, it'll kind of kill the balance of the game a little bit. At the moment, story mode isn't too tricky. Like endless mode is where the real challenge is. And yeah, but I hear you. That is a cool idea. I don't know if I'll go for destroying towers at the minute, but that would be crazy. Maybe in one of my challenge mode ideas. Vince is like, you forgot who you were playing. Shadow. Yeah. Okay. Shadow's crazy. I should have just played as Shadow. I'll never beat guys. Check this guy. It's these vibes. Maybe I'm just a little bit salty for like putting up such a poor effort. Like not even in the top 50 over here. The guy who made the freaking game. But sure, it's tough. I think I'll go to view trophies. And it looks like some of them have bugged out, which isn't nice. This game is great, by the way. You should totally play it. But my first tower thing, that's worked. So, as you can see, my trophy system is flawless. It's amazing. It works perfectly with story mode. It doesn't work amazingly with endless mode. But if you play story mode, it's great. Okay, what did Vince say? I thought I did well to even make it to the top 50 back then. Yeah, Vince, these people who've been playing this game have been doing crazy. They've been doing good jobs here. Friends, I think I'll show you a little bit of story mode for if anyone wants to stick around. We've got our 4 difficulties here. We've got normal. We've got classic. We've got last hope. I think I'm gonna go for normal because that terrible display that I just put up was heartbreaking. I just need to take a moment. Okay, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this in the Water Guardian's voice because I said I would do that earlier. But anyway, finally, humanity, technology, and the elements coexist in harmony, dudes. But a shadow has fallen upon the land. Terrible portals have unleashed the Shadow's armies, bro. These corrupted beings are bent on consuming all life and energy. Grove Zero is our final sanctuary, and the 4 Guardians are our final hope, my dude. So, okay, we've got some more comments here. Dude, I set the record a year ago and no, we beat it, so I'm the best. Jeez, guys, we've got some hectic flexing here. Okay, friends, so here we've got the Choose Your Elemental Guardian. This is basically just the tutorial for story mode. Let us begin. Okay, friends, for anyone who wants to see, we won't play the whole of story mode necessarily. We'll just have a bit of fun, check it out, show you guys some of the new enemies. Was it hard to make endless mode, Semi-Boy909? Nah, bro. So basically, I took story mode, deleted all the enemies, replaced it with one, just the pigeon, and that was pretty much it. Like I added some specific logic and a bit of a different UI, and but the logic was a lot less difficult because in story mode. Oh, sorry, my cat is having a time. Do you want to head out? Okay, cheers. Have a good one. Enjoy. So the logic was a lot simpler because in story mode it's like you basically have a bunch of systems that's like go from part 1 to part 2 to part 3, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. But in endless mode, you're basically just printing out the same enemy or emitting the same enemy, but with like slightly different stats. So it's actually a lot easier making endless mode. And endless mode was super fun because I took the map and I made a few changes, I added some fire effects, blah, 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 you know, had a fun time. Yeah, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. If you want content, you can play Sen Creations. Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of Sen Creations out there. It's tricky to find time to see them all, but it is awesome to check out some of the things people send through. But yeah, so I feel like when it came to making all these various different modes and stuff, it's actually pretty chill. Because I've got story mode as a base. It's a bit of a mission after the fact, because when you make changes, you kind of have to make them standardized. And if I was like super smart, I would just make like a tower element and update that, and then it would update in all these various things. And yeah, Vince, like notifications are constantly filled with send stuff. It is dope. It's so great to like see all the things that people send through and like get involved in the community, and it's a vibe. It's a total vibe. So much love to the Dreams community. Whoop whoop. But yeah, so I feel like whoops, there goes my earphone. I feel like with making new modes, because I've got the base, it's pretty chill, and I should kind of be better with how I sort of store the logic. You know, if it would be one element, I would just need to update that one, and then all the things would be updated. But at the moment, it's kind of like there's a few differences in story mode and endless mode. You know, like in story mode, the windmill tower is a little bit nerfed, like its reset time before it sort of shoots air again is reduced, because I was playing it and basically the enemies couldn't get out the portal because my windmills were just destroying them. So there's a few differences, but it's pretty chill making another game mode after you've got your like original template, and it's actually quite a vibe. And yeah, friends, so I think let us quickly have a look at story mode. So friends, if people are still active in the stream and having a time, what element would you like me to play as now? I think we played as water. Water's had a good run. My cat wants to come back in. So now, who would you like to choose? Who would you like to play as between earth, fire, and air? If anyone is feeling keen on those. Okay, we've got a vote for air. Air's got a 1 vote. We've got Shadow. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked Shadow. Juliet is back. She is back with the fire. Yeah, I don't know if Shadow, unfortunately, I have to beat the game once. You know, bonus characters. We've got the planet Earth from Dark Prodigy. Oh, right, Earth, that makes sense. We've got from Hax Facts, we've got air as well. Okay, so we've got 2 for air. We've got another one for fire. We've got one for Earth from Dark Prodigy. Okay, cool. Have we got any more votes? At the moment, it's tied between air and fire, but I'm still here. I'm still patient. I feel like we can do whatever we're feeling. We can enjoy the moment. Choose our element. As to some of the previously mentioned bugs, I think I'll release a bit of a hot fix in the next day or so, or next few days potentially, or maybe even next week. We've got a vote for fire from Catherine, and another vote for fire from Juliet, which I'm going to be appreciating but ultimately ignoring. And yeah, so maybe next week or something, I will release an update because I see there was a bit of a trophy bug with okay, Leslie says Spider Ham misspelled Earth, so I think we might have to discount that. Which I don't want, because I love Earth. Combined to Steam, yes. Haxfax is recommending Steam. Like, I wanted to, you know, make these things cool and really like integrate things together. Oh, I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I hope it's a good one, mate. I hope it's a good one. We've got a vote for air from Willie, so now it's 3 air, 3 fire, and 1 earth. Sorry, 2 earths. 2 earths. Air earth. Yes, air earth, you know. Okay, friends, so we've got 3, 3, and 2. Have we got the decider? Smoke. Who gets steam from fire and air? Like, yeah, exactly. Fire and air, steam. I feel like fire and water is steam. Like, let me just quickly, you know, open Magicka, and I'll just, you know, do a quick experiment. Shout out to all the people who played Magicka back in the day. Great game. QFQFASA was a great spell. Although my preferred one was actually QFQFARA, but now I've gone on a totally different tangent. When we've got a vote for Earth from Matthew. So now we have 3 Earth, 3 Fire, and 3 Air. I sent you a creation, but it's just a test here. Oh, okay, cool, mate. I'll check that out. Thanks for sending that through. Yes. Okay, friends. Earth beats fire. Y'all. I'm not sure. This thing, it shows up weirdly. Easy as rock, paper, scissors. Earth beats fire. So, are we saying... What? Surely powder toy for those highly scientific experiments? You know, exactly. I'm not sure what Doc Prodigy is talking about exactly, but I back you, mates. I back you. Go for those powder toy, you know. Powder. The powder elemental. Guys, the problem is that adding characters adds a lot to the game's like maximum limits. And so like even adding in one character, I pretty much had to redesign the whole of story mode just so that in a future update I could add more characters. Because in story mode specifically, you're also adding in the cutscenes, you're adding in the dialogue, so you want to sort of ensure that the game still runs well when you've got those extra characters. In endless mode it's chilled, because in endless mode there's all the characters but there's only one enemy. In story mode there's like 15 enemies, and when you like emitting 20 of those at a time, it's a little bit juicy. Whereas in endless mode you've just got the pigeon. So the pigeon is actually very relaxed. Okay, friends, so we're literally at a dead tie. I think if no one else votes, I'm going to have to do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So I think you've got another little bit to vote. We've got air, fire, and earth, all perfectly tied, with 3 votes. So vote now, or forever hold your peace. For each color, eventually. Exactly, we'll have, like an indigo, elemental, and all these things. Flip a coin. Fire. We've got to vote for fire. Okay, friends. We're going for fire. And the fire element we shall be.
I'll get my revenge, Shadow.
So the fire elemental has a very sore throat. He's got his fire moves. As we can see, so this is story mode. This is the normal timeline where everything's still good and pristine. The pigeons haven't attacked yet. Juliet is so stoked. I'm going to show you guys the fire moves. We've got Inferno Blast.
I've had enough.
Pew, 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 pew. And then we've got Flame Scorch, which is just like a bit of a foot thing. And then we've got Fire Dash. Woohoo! Yeah, he can really get some air when he does his fire moves. And yes, friends, here we have it. So story mode is very similar, except the enemies are all different. And there's only 15. Dark Prodigy, thanks, Brie. I'm glad that you appreciate it. Appreciate the compliment. Yes. So when I'm gonna build my little tower setup. I think I'll put some arrow towers. Well, no, I like a good cannon tower. I love a good cannon tower. And then I think I'll put an arrow over here. And then if anyone sneaks past, I'm gonna put a little arrow over here. This is a good spot because the arrow has, the range is quite high, so it can attack dudes if they're over here, and it can attack dudes if they're over here. So there's quite a bit of range there. Okay, sweet friends, without further ado, let's do this. So, the first thing you might notice is, these aren't pigeons, these aren't puppets, these are little spider little creatures that I've made. And originally when I had, I think they were birds originally, they were all puppets, and each of them took up 2% of the gameplay logic. These dudes take up like 0.5%. So they don't have as many excellent physics features, you know what I mean? But I feel like in a tower defense game, you're not too interested in whether the character has, it's shooting out rays from the bottom of its heel so that, when it steps on a surface, its foot, goes to the exact position that, physics dictates. You kind of just want to, attack an ugly monster or, whatever it might be. I'm very proud of these rats. meanlad's pro sculpting at work here. So yeah, these enemies are a lot lower on thermo, and yeah, I had fun creating them. So I hope you enjoy. I've also got the user interface at the top. I've now got like a picture of each of these things. And in case you're wondering, yes, I was limited by what enemies I could choose. I was limited by what emojis Dreams actually has available, because I wanted to make the emojis look good, you know what I mean? Ooh, dang, these crabs are tough.
Get out of my way.
Must be the first time I've ever said that. Wow! Take this, you losers. I think I'll upgrade this guy. So yeah, I wanted to make something that was cool, you know, that had like all the characters working here, and that it sort of lined up with the emojis, so that it looks quite, you know, I thought it looked quite nice and neat and smooth and all those sorts of things. So all of the particular enemies are in fact, you know, can be found in the emoji database of dreams. Whoa, and any future enemies probably will be as well.
Get past this.
Okay. Shame these poor birds. So these birds actually have a special move. Let me just chill for a second so you can actually see what it is. They've got a dash. So another feature of this update is that enemies have abilities. Because I didn't just want them to all be the same. I know that in Element Tower Defense, which is one of the ones that inspired Grove Zero Tower Defense, which is originally a Warcraft 3 map. Nice, I got a new trophy. Element Tower Defense has, like, different enemies have different strengths and weaknesses. So there's like a fire enemy and a fire tower. And the fire enemy will, we've got the boss wave where like a whole bunch of enemies come at once. Whoa. Like the fire tower will deal less damage to the, I don't know, or like the water tower, for example, will deal bonus damage to fire enemies. And the fire tower will deal reduced damage to water enemies. There's the Hardy-Dar. Shout out to Matthew. Here's the Hardy-Dar. One day this will be a playable character. Definitely not. Let's put down a little lighthouse here. Burn to ashes. It's got a nice little giant slayer trophy. But yes, friends, so here we are. And I have currently lost my train of thought. Oh yes, I wanted to make like funky enemies. Juliet, thank you so much. I'm glad that you think this game is bussin'. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, friends, here we've got the very fancy lizards. And I decided to make them fancy. You know, they've got like a bit of a moustache, they've got their monocle and their hats, because when I was making Grove Zero version 1.2 earlier, and I told you about the tragedy that happened where the power failed, I'd actually made like a whole lizard character, and like pretty much all the previous characters got like lost. And the lizard was the last one that I made before it got deleted. So that original lizard is gone forever, I'm very sad to say. And so I decided to make a new lizard and make this one a little bit funny, you know, to, yeah, just in memory of the original lizard. Have a bit of a laugh at the same time, make him quite elegant, you know, quite respectable looking. And yeah, so he's got the heal ability. As you can see, there's like a little, it's like a little green like plus sign, so they heal every now and then. And here we have some new enemies. Let's upgrade these towers quickly before we get overwhelmed. So here we have some bats. The bats are super fast. Maybe too fast. Let me get a new tower here.
Get out of my way.
Take the flames, bro.
Get past this.
There we go. So yeah, friends, I updated the user interface over here. There's some user interface changes. And something I haven't actually shown you is the music player. So now you can play some music. I made a few songs. I don't think they're the greatest songs ever, but some people asked in the comments of Grove Zero, like, oh, could you add in some music? And I was like, oh, for sure, you know. They're kind of just like some loop songs that are a little bit unobtrusive. Yeah, I kind of just dig that chill vibe. So Tree Leaves is the one I made. Side Glance is another one. And it's a little bit more funky. Yeah, so there's one. And then there's also Heartbeat of the Grove, which is the sort of main theme of Grove Zero. You can put it on shuffle, so it plays different songs, or you can have it on no music as well. I think we'll put it on Tree Leaves for now, because I really dig Tree Leaves. Oh dang, these guys are getting ahead of themselves.
Burn to ashes.
Okay. Whoosha. Okay, we roasted them. Okay, friends, we're on wave 8 of 15.
Get past this.
And now we've got the legendary snails. So what's crazy about the snails is they have lots of HP, they're super strong, and they can't be affected by any of the status effects. So they don't get affected by burn or cold or dizzy. So I kind of just wanted to make like some super strong enemies that you really feel like, oh dang, when they appear. I wanted to mix things up, you know what I mean? We just got the salty trophy for beating a snail. Use salt, says Juliet, so true. The Salt Tower will be coming in version 1.3. Not really, but potentially one of the later updates, the Salt Tower. And yes, so I wanted to mix it up. You know, some enemies have heals. Some enemies have, you know, they dash. And for example, like these guys are just super strong and they're immune to all status effects. So I wanted to. Yeah, you know, just add something a little bit more funky, because originally it was just like, here's an enemy with 10 health and here's an enemy with 20 health. You know, that was kind of the difference between the various waves. So I wanted to make something a little bit more interesting this time around. And it saves a lot on thermo. Like, it saves at least, I think, 10% or like 10 to 15% on the basic thermo. All these new characters, so definitely paves the way for some new elemental guardians. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh, it's the second boss. Oh, hiya! Take this, bro, loser. Okay. See how he likes this. Oh, okay. The wind tower really let me down there. I mean the windmill tower. Oh. He's gonna make it, is he gonna make it? Sploosh. So he just got shreked. Take that, you loser. Okay, let's actually get some funky towers in here. I think we'll get some. Okay, let's see. Let's get some ice towers. Let's get a fire tower. Let's upgrade this dude. Let's give them watermelon rounds, because I love a good watermelon. I think I'm actually just gonna put in a whole bunch of watermelon towers. These are some of the OG puppets. So these were the bears. They look kind of freaky, but these are in fact the OG dudes. So they managed to stay. They managed to survive the update. Let's get double watermelons here. Who doesn't love a double watermelon? One in each hand, as it were. Okay, sweet. So these are the lions. The poor corrupted lions. Shame dudes. Whoa. And for those of you who do not know, the whole story of Grove Zero is that, as I sort of mentioned, as I read in the water dude's voice a little bit earlier, but if you missed that, it's like the shadow has come and is corrupting, you know, all the creatures and all the people and all the land, and the elemental guardians are holed up in the Grove Zero, trying to defend the sort of last survivors. Shwang, so that we can defeat the shadow and save the world and all that good stuff. Let's lay down a little bit of a fire trap here. And as we can see, we've got some people here who've been turned into zombies. Ah! So these guys are tough. They've got a little bit of a dash, and they've actually got a heal as well. You might see those little green pluses there. So they've got a bit of a heal, and they've got a bit of a dash. So they're actually quite tough, these enemies. Whoa! But I wanted to make story mode kind of accessible, difficulty wise, so that, you know, everyone can get through story mode, and endless mode is kind of where you can like test your skills, you know, your tower skills. And speaking of accessibility, I also wanted to add some subtitles to the game, because some people were asking for subtitles, and yeah, it was a chill fix. And in that regard, I hope closed captions work for this video. Yes. Whoa. So now we've got some like super zombies over here. Whoa. These guys may kind of look like puppets, but they're actually totally just having a time here. Okay, thanks for the comment. The wave of rats is Leslie's fave. The wave of rats. Wave 2. I back you. The rats are a fun one. These dudes are hideous, man. When I made them, I was like, ugh, gross. Like they got like spikes coming out of them, and it's hectic. New trophy unlocked. Loads of money. That's for defeating zombies. Killing Floor reference for anyone, any Killing Floor fans. And here we have the boss wave. Oh no! It's a whole bunch of enemies. Whoa. Okay, friends, if we beat this one, at least I can go home with one victory in my pocket after that abysmal display of endless mode. Okay, watermelons, don't fail us now. Watermelons. I also added like here's another boss. He pops in the final wave as well. Dosh. Yes, Spider Ham. Dosh. I thought about having Dosh, but I wasn't sure if it was too vague, you know.
Now it's my turn.
Oh dang! Here comes the Shadow Elemental. Okay, you loser. Let's see how you like this. Luckily, our towers are there working. Whoa. I'll just put down a whole bunch of towers. Hope for the best. We did it! We did it, friends. We beat the Shadow. Ah, victory! Hooray! Hooray! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Hooray! You did it!
Oh no. This poor innocent person. Vince, Killing Floor for the win.
Fools! You cannot defeat me, just as you cannot defeat your own shadow.
Shadow! I won't forgive you.
It's you gotta love the beam struggle. You gotta love the beam struggle. Take this, Shadow, you loser.
No!
Gotcha.
It's done.
So friends, there you are. That is what it looks like to play story mode with the Fire Guardian. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'm gonna go back to the old main menu. We would actually be able to play as Shadow now, because I've beaten the game once. If you look on the top right, you'll see that the second light on the left, which is the fire sort of gem, is now lit up. If we go to Compendium and View Trophies, we'll see that we've got the Roasted Trophy, which is the winner's the Fire Guardian. We've got the Slay-In Trophy, the Initiated Trophy, some more of these, the Salty Trophy, the Giant Slayer Trophy, all of these dudes. So yeah, friends, it's kind of like you do one playthrough and you get quite a few trophies. If you like really want to go hard, you can do the tings and play through with each character, try and beat some pigeons. Yeah, with the Shadow Guy you can blink out of bounds. Yeah, the blink like teleportability is quite crazy. Eh? It's pretty crazy. But yeah, no. So as I was saying, yeah, you can have some fun with the trophies, and I feel like if you enjoy the game and you play it a few times, there's like a little bit of a completionist vibe there that you can enjoy. If we check out statistics, we see that we've beaten 16 waves. We've beaten 198 enemies. 4 of those were bosses, or 4 bosses, and we've got 1 win and 0 losses. So there you are, friends. Thankfully, it doesn't count losses for endless mode, because yeah, that would be tragic. Yes, friends. If there are any particular bugs and that sort of a thing, I'll be fixing them in a future hotfix, which will just be bug tweaks and that sort of a thing, tweaking all the bugs and anything that I've found here. Your one's at 37. Nice, mate. Nice. But yes, friends, so thank you so much for hitting up this stream. Thank you so much for sticking here with me. Thank you for voting and bringing the spice and the enjoyment to the stream. I really appreciate it. I think my first stream, there was like a few people here, and now there's like more than 10, and I think we had like 15 at one point, and that means a lot. We've got like 1 million comments. I really appreciate that, friends. So thank you for taking time out of your day to be here, and yeah, it's good to hang with you and show these things and check it out and show you what I've been working on. Thank you, Jules. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. And yes, friends, I hope you have a fabulous evening. And yes, what else is there to say? I think the last thing to say will just be thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, and I shall catch you all on the flip-flop. Thank you, Leslie. Good stream, bro. Appreciate good comments, bro. Appreciate sticking around. Thanks, Doc Prodigy. It was lit. Thanks, bro. Keen for the next one? For sure, for sure. I'll check out that comment. Yes, I shall do so. Yeah, thank you so much, friends. It's really awesome to be a part of such a great community as Dreams, and people who are interested in Dreams, even if you don't necessarily have it. Peace soup, Vince. You know what's up, bro? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for checking this out, and I hope you guys have a lovely evening. And yeah, much love, and I'll check you for Grove Zero Tower Defense version 1.3, or who knows, a future stream, or the next video, the next tutorial. Okay, thanks so much, friends. Peace out and much love. Catch you on the flip flop. Bye.